Marvel Rivals team released their second developer update, and it was packed. Let's have a look. First, as always, let me start out with all of the skins that the Marvel Rivals team has shared in their countdown to the release on December 6th. First, there was Hala, the goddess of death skin, showing Thor and Loki's older sister as we saw in the comics back in 1966, which is a long time ago. Who remembers that? I don't. I'm not that old. And later they shared the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness Scarlet Witch skin, which is a mouthful, but it is very descriptive. It is the Scarlet Witch as we saw her in that latest Doctor Strange movie. Simple. Alright, let's move on to the main news. Just a few hours ago, Marvel Rivals did their second developer update. And while the first one, in my personal opinion, was a little light on details, the second one sure wasn't. It was quite packed, to be honest. This time around, we saw Zi Hong, the lead combat designer for Marvel Rivals. And he started out with stating that all of the testing they had done with the beta and whatnot has proven to be very useful. That they have been working in the last 2 months to fine-tune all of the combat stats, the maps, the modes, making it all ready for the release on December 6th. Makes a lot of sense. They have also been working on effects. For instance, making sure that some effects are noticeable at a longer distance than before. But also making sure that they keep the chaos in check, because that was definitely an issue during the beta. On top of that, they worked on audio, UI, the whole thing. They have been keeping busy, that's the gist of it. But besides all of this fine-tuning, they have also been working and polishing those new maps that we'll see in the next few weeks. Some of them on release, others during Season 0. And we know there's going to be 4 quick match and competitive maps, 1 conquest map, and a new practice range. Now, the first 2 maps are set in the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. There's Bin in T'Challa, that we already got a look at, which is the domination map, and the Hall of Jalya, which is going to be the convergence map. They are beautiful maps, and they have a bit of a twist. See, last week they showed off the trailer for one of those maps, and at the end they had a teaser showing the involvement of the gods on this map. Turned out that they have a special type of destruction for these maps called the Wrath of the Orisa. The Orisa being the Wakandan gods. When you destroy structures on this map, you will anger the gods. And if you destroy enough environments, you will actually trigger an effect. Now, they did not really specify what these effects are going to be, but we did get to see one of them, and it looked like zero gravity, which is going to be funny. But look, I love when they do stuff like this. It makes the map more than just an arena or a location. It becomes a gameplay element that is interactive. They add a certain flavor to every single map. I love that. And you know what the best thing is? It's not only happening on the Wakanda maps. See, earlier this week during that Hawkeye trailer, we got a glimpse of the Hydra map. Well, the full name of the map is Hydra Chartres Base Hell's Heaven. That actually doesn't make sense. Hell's Heaven? And what is up with all these long names? It's 3 AM in the morning for me. It's difficult for me to remember stuff like that. But anyways, it's a domination map set on Antarctica, and your goal is to shut down the interdimensional power. Yeah, we saw those tentacles during that trailer. It's not looking good for Hydra. The fun thing is that while we will be fighting on this map, Hydra will be activating their defenses, and those will actively change the layout of the map, which is going to make the combat on that map very dynamic, to put it lightly. But it is going to be fun. However, they kept the best for last. We are going to Klyntar, the home planet of the symbiotes. And, Null. Yeah. Best not to forget about Null. And to be fair, it is not really a planet, it's more of an artificial thing, but that is something for a different video. This is going to be a convergence map, and it is going to be very much alive. There will be these symbiote triggers all over the map, and if you interact with those, in other words, shoot them, they will create a new structure, and that can be a bridge, that can be a door, but by the sound of it, that is just the beginning. There might be more happening when you shoot some of these triggers. I can't wait to find out. It's kind of the opposite of destroying maps. You build a map. You will need rubber boots though. Yeah, that place looks nasty. Ugh. So now we know all of the new maps that will be added on top of the maps we got in the beta. At least the normal maps. There's also going to be that one conquest map that is set in a rather familiar city, Tokyo 2099. The fun thing on this map is that when you destroy buildings and whatnot, environments, they will get sucked into the portal that is above the city, which has me worry a little bit. Because how does a portal actually know what is concrete, wood, glass, and what is my head, for instance? So, yeah, just don't look up. I think that is my advice. We did not get a look at the practice range, but that's fine. We'll see it when the game releases. Xeon closed down the video by assuring us that they were going to tackle all of the cheaters, that they were working really hard, they had systems in place, and that they were going to keep evolving their systems. Of course, they can't elaborate too much on that. That would help the cheaters a little too much. But they seem to be taking it really seriously, and that's not only for PC players. For console players, for instance, they are keeping their eye on ximmers, and they are actively working on systems to detect those ximmers and act accordingly. What that act is going to be, we'll find out soon enough. But I think that is really good news for console players. And the last thing he said is that they have everything ready for Season 1 and that it is going to be amazing. And you know what? I believe him. But maybe let's just start with Season 0, shall we? Because that is going to be a lot already. Look, we have less than 2 weeks to go, and they still need to announce, well, a good deal of heroes. That is exciting. But I'll keep you posted. So make sure to subscribe. That's what I'm saying. Now tell me, what is your favorite map of all the maps they showed today? Let me know in the comments. For now, however, that was it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out. If you have a few minutes left, maybe check out one of my other videos. And make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be back with a new video very soon. Till then, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye-bye. And I'm going to bed. I'm tired.